What's cracking, everybody? Welcome to Crackin' Wax. And you might notice we're doing a little bit different. In the spirit of No Effort November, which is a thing that I heard on one of the YouTube channels that I watch, we're taking it old school. No fancy overlays, no background music, using the mic from our webcam, not even setting the focal point on the webcam. We're going to be dealing with a lot of old school focus issues that oh, it won't focus, it won't focus, it won't focus, that whole thing that Lisa used to love so much back in the day. And this is going to be a real quick one. We're just going to be doing 2 breaks. We're going to be doing our October free box break first, which is 1 box of 2019 Topps Chrome, absolutely free for you folks who were in our breaks in October. If you went hitless that month, or if you tweeted out your free box break, if you tweeted out your Crackin' Wax mail day, you ended up with tickets that I ended up filling out and sending to you, or just assigning to you and dumping the tickets in the mug. And what we're going to do is we're going to be pulling 6 random tickets out of the mug. Each ticket will be good for 1 full random division in that box. And then after that, at about 1:30 or so, we'll see how long it takes to do, we will head on into our full case of 2019 Topps Bloodbath, which is my new name for Topps Dynasty. So that's how I will be referring to that product for the day. So let's get into it. Nobody is watching on YouTube, and no one's in the chat room. Not very surprising since we're doing this old school. I only sent out emails yesterday, which is, I always send out emails the day before, but I didn't really do any tweeting. I sent out like 2 tweets a couple minutes ago, and that's it. Usually I flood Twitter with hours and hours and hours of tweets promoting the break. Didn't do that today, and the result is nobody's here. So that's actually a good metric. That's good for me to know. People are seeing the tweets and do actually happen to click on the link to come watch. So the other thing I've kind of stopped doing, well, what's up, Debbie? The other thing I kind of stopped doing is I haven't really been tweeting out breaks very much. Plow's here too. Well, then my chat room's lying to me. My chat room is totally lying to me. Okay, well, just to prove that we're doing it old school, I'm not even doing any overlays. Here's my chat room. There we go. What's going on, Vilma? We're not even going to be showing a chat room overlay today. Nothing, no background music, nothing fancy. We're just going to get right into it. Well, let's start with Topps Chrome. And I am going to be doing something a little bit new today. I will be calling out who gets... I got a bunch of complaints last time for not calling out people's names, so we're just going to do that this time. I usually don't. So ticket number 1, 9769690. We're going to give you the American League East. See, this is what I'm talking about, the old school. It's not focusing. It's not focusing. AL East is going to go to Michael S. AL East. We'll just write that on your ticket. I'm sure he would have rather had AL Central, but you never know. We might pull some good Yankee stuff out of here. So, Mr. Fixer, AL East. Remember, this is for October. 8312615 will give you the AL Central. That's Thomas R., who was in our gold label break. AL Central. And let's do AL West. This ought to be fun. You know how much I mix up my divisions. I don't have my spreadsheet in front of me, so that'll be fun. 9769658. Oh, hey, look, it focused. AL West is going to go to David U. David U gets the AL West. He's the guy whose packages always get mailed back to me because whatever address he has on PayPal is wrong. NL East coming up next. 8312587 is NL East. Who is that? Frank K., who is in our update break. NL East. Have I pulled any Twitter tickets yet? Yeah, I did. It's that first one from Michael S. So it says Twitter in the back, so that means that he showed off his Crackin Wax mail day. So that's proof right there that if you show off your Crackin Wax mail day, or however you pronounce that, I do actually put your ticket into the drawing, and they have been pulled. So don't think that you're wasting your tweet. All right, NL Central. We'll just throw you guys back in there, and we'll try that again. Let's dig real deep. NL Central 8312593. Who is that? That's Reed. Well, that works out for Reed. And NL West. That's the last ticket. Hope everyone likes 2019 Topps Chrome. Ticket number 8312622. NL West is going to Dame Debbie. This is from the update break. NL West. NL West. All right, congrats to the 6 of you. Sorry, the person who won the ticket from today's drawing on Twitter did not end up with a spot. But I do appreciate everyone who retweeted, got the word out that we're doing a free box break today. And everyone here, okay, is the volume at a good level? Is it clipping? Does it sound weird? Is it weird not to hear music in the background? Is it nice not to see things floating across the screen at the top? No, Debbie, I'm probably not going to be pulling any Chase Utley Dodgers cards out of this, unfortunately. Hope you folks were okay with me calling your names this time. All right, let's see. There's Verlander, Marte. What was that? 12 of 50. Ted Williams, Mookie Betts. Okay, not much there. Let's see. Look real. Brandon Lowe. There's a nice insert Michael Kopech autograph, White Sox. AL Central, Thomas R., you've got the first free hit out of this. I'm sure Debbie would have rather had that. There's 36 and 99. Not too bad. Not bad at all. All right, Acuna, Reyes. There's a Yadi Molina. Negative. Okay, there's that. Audio is still a bit too good. Maybe try calling from the cell phone. What's going on, Michael? All right, and there's Pete Alonso. If anyone cares about Pete Alonso rookie cards anymore, so Justin Smoke, Mookie Betts, Ahmed Rosario. There's another autograph. Isaac Galloway, Marlins, NL East, if I'm not mistaken. Going to Frank K. Getting the next autograph, I believe. Nice. There you go. Let's see. Ciano Perez, Lindor. Doel Lugo, AL Central with another autograph. So that's 2 autos for the AL Central going to Thomas R. And what did Thomas R. do to? Oh, he got skunked out in Gold Label. Well, Gold Label is a shit product, so congratulations. I really wish Topps would get rid of Gold Label. There's really no point in that set. You already get framed autographs in museum. High Tech is a much better player collector set anyway. Billy Hamilton. There's Nick Castellanos, Kopech. Blah blah blah. Okay, Tucker, Patrick Wisdom, 1 of 50. There's your eBay 1 of 1. Brandon Lau, Rays. Don't sleep on the Rays. AL East going to Michael. I know Michael would have rather had the AL Central. That's not a bad autograph. Taylor Ward, Chapman, Kikuchi. Okay. Garcia, Greinke, Severino. Looking for one more autograph. And we'll reset and then we'll do Topps Bloodbath. Hoskins, Cam Keller, there we go. Padres, Jacob Nix. AL West, or I'm sorry, NL West. Going to Debbie, probably. I don't know. I'll confirm with a spreadsheet to make sure that my divisions were correct. I can only assume that NL West is Padres. If it's not, well, that's weird. Polanco purple, 235, 299. What's up, Smash? Are the Gophers playing today? All right. Pham, Upton. All right. So there you go. Autographs from this box. Jacob Nix for the Padres, probably NL West. Brandon Lau, Rays, probably AL East. Dewell Lugo, Tigers, probably AL Central. Isaac Galloway, Marlins, I don't know, we'll figure that out. And Michael Kopech, I'm guessing that's AL Central. There you go. Those are your free autographs from your free box break. I'm going to take a minute to reset. We'll be back here at 1:30, and we'll open up 5 cards. Well, it's cracking, everybody. Welcome back. It's time to do our case of 2019 Topps Bloodbath Baseball. And yeah, we are taking it old school. It is no effort November, so I thought we would go back in time and kind of relive how breaks used to be in the very early days of Crack and Wax. I honestly, if I were going to do it correctly, I should be using this breaker mat. Now this breaker mat has seen some stuff, but I didn't think of that detail. But yeah, so and I'm using my new lighting again. I shouldn't use my new lighting. If I really were doing it old school, I'd be up in the dining room on the dining room table. But as some of my closer friends know, we have no dining room right now. We have no floor. We have no dining room table. We've been on subfloor for 2 months because we have had just absolute shit luck over here for the past couple months. And yeah, that's how things are going. But anyways, so back in the day when we first started breaking, you know, we basically flipped on the camera, used the mic from the camera, didn't adjust any focus. We just broadcast straight through Google Plus, which doesn't exist anymore with their Google Hangouts. I don't know if you folks who've been with us for years and years might remember that. Debbie, you might, Vilma, Matt, you might remember that. And we would just go and, you know, didn't really pay too much attention to detail. Definitely had no overlays, didn't have any music in the background. So that's what we're doing today to celebrate No Effort November. So now, to answer why I've been calling Dynasty Bloodbath, I'll just kind of give you an overview. So this has been a really good year for Crackin' Wax. It's the best year we've ever had. We've never raised more money for charity, never been able to do charity for every single break like we have this year. And so about 6 months ago, I had balls that clanged and thought I could just order and sell anything, which at the time I could. I was able to order and sell anything. But that kind of confidence, overconfidence, caught up with me. And the way that it caught up with me is I started getting charged a hell of a lot more than other breakers. Now, I'm not pointing fingers at other breakers. You got the price that you got, and I got the price that I got. And now this isn't to guilt you folks. I mean, you can't help it. You can help this as much as I can. I'm losing $1,200 on this case of 5 cards. There are 5 cards in this whole effing case, and I'm losing $1,200 on this. Now, when Crackin' Wax started, that would have killed Crackin' Wax. Crackin' Wax would have been over. We had no room to wiggle. I mean, even if we had a $600 case of flagship, and I wouldn't be, and if I wasn't able to sell, you know, if I sold 28 of 30 spots, those last 2 spots would have killed Crackin' Wax at the time. This is not killing Crackin' Wax, but it does hurt. It hurts a lot. $1,200 to lose sucks, no matter what. I don't care what kind of money you make. I don't care how big a breaker or small a breaker you are. Losing $1,200 on a break, especially a break that only has 5 flipping cards, sucks. But that's not your fault. I'm not blaming any of you folks. The reason I call this Topps Bloodbath is basically the price. Now, other breakers I noticed were able to do hit drafts, 5-spot hit drafts at $329 maybe, or $324 per spot, which is basically $325 per box. But the price that I got, now remember, they're selling that and they're also making money. So at $325 per spot, 5 spots in a case, they are still making money. So just picture how much they paid per box. I couldn't tell you because they didn't tell me, but I'm just imagining if they're charging $325 basically per box, that they probably only paid, you know, a little over $300 per box. I got charged $360 per box for my case, and I ordered really early, which automatically means that I'm being priced out by the competition. There was no way I could sell this as a break, even though I'd already set it up as a break. So what I ended up having to do was make this profit-free, so I'm not making any money on it. I also have to make it charity-free, which means there's no charity. This is the first time we've run a break this year without charity. This is the first time all year. And it's because of the price that I got stuck with. So I set this up for 16 spots and sold 6. The other 10 spots, I'm eating. So that's why I'm calling it Topps Bloodbath, because this is the first break that we have run since 2013 when we did our first case of triple threads, in which it did not sell out. And not only did this one not sell out, it is like stupidly not sold out. So here we go. In fact, before we do that, I am going to turn the break off just so no one gets any ideas and starts buying spots from me. Because that would be something. As I'm complaining about how much I got charged for my case, someone takes pity on me and decides to go in and buy up the rest of the spots. Don't do that, because you are going to get a refund if you do that. So let me quick turn this off. So join me and 3 other people who are in this break, and we will see who gets what. And I'm going to guess any cards that I get stuck with, I'll try to sell to recoup some costs from eating this. All right. Quantity is 0. Let's update that, make sure that saves. Phil, what's going on? How you doing, sir? I'm just going to double check, make sure that that took. And then we'll see what we got. All right, that did take. Perfect. Okay. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do, we're going to figure out how many times to randomize everything. So this is a random serial number. And that's why there are 16 spots. So you've got one spot is the 1 of 1, another spot is the 1 of 5, the 2 of 5, the 3 of 5, so on and so forth. All the cards are numbered either of 1, of 5, or of 10. That's why we've got 16 spots. Actually, let's take out this third one. Let's do 2 dice. All right, so we're going to randomize those spots. Ha! Yahtzee, we're doing a full 12. All right, cool. And I did mention we're doing this old school. I just want to make sure I've got my screen in the right spot. Yep. All right. So we're going to randomize 12 times. $16 items in the list. So that's Diane, Debbie, Phil, and myself. Okay. And here is, here is the order in the break. All right, so it looks like I've got the 1 of 1. I've got the 1 of 5. Phil, you've got the 2 of 5 and the 3 of 5. I have the 4 of 5 and the 5 of 5. Diane, you've got the 1 of 10. Debbie, you've got the 2 of 10. I've got the 3 of 10. Phil with the 4 of 10. I've got the 5, 6, and 7 of 10. Diane, you've got the 8 of 10. And I've got the 9 of 10 and 10 of 10. Okay. Let's crack this wax and get this over with. Here's our full case. Yeah, there are boxes of cards that are bigger than this case of cards. And good luck to Phil and Jed and Diane. I really hope that you guys get something out of this. Come on now, be nice. There we go. Start from the top. Box number 1. Well, I do like Dynasty. Dynasty is a fantastic looking product. I'm going to keep all these boxes just in case. All right, so the very first Dynasty card is Noah Syndergaard, 7 of 10. And our 7 of 10 is me. So that's my Thor. So congratulations to me. There we go. Well, that's old school Crackin Wax there, waiting for the damn camera to focus. Card Junk has no idea what's going on. We're doing No Effort November. We have taken this back in time to 2012 and 2013 when we first started breaking and had no fancy overlays and no music in the background, and we didn't set our camera up properly to focus, and we didn't have a nice microphone, and we didn't have advertisements, running on the top of the screen. We didn't have team boards. We didn't have a chat room overlay. None of that stuff that I work tirelessly on day after day. All right, next one. Keston Hura patch auto 2 of 5. The 2 of 5 is going to Phil. Phil scoring a nice Keston Hura. Thank God someone in this break got something. Phil, you got 3 spots, and I'm glad at least one of you got something. Congrats, Phil. I'll just ship this one to you in this box as is. So I'll put that over here so I remember that goes to somebody. And this is the midway point of this case break. And the next one is Pedro Martinez, 8 of 10. 8 of 10 going to Diane. Excellent. Congratulations, Diane. Now, interestingly, that's our second Mets hit, so imagine if we did a pick your team break. Mets would have already owned this break. Congrats, Diane. Of course, Matt's in the room, so that's why we're pulling all these Mets hits. Here's the penultimate box. There we go. And because I say we can, we've just pulled our second 8 of 10. So Diane's going to get 2 cards. Nice Victor Robles. Now that was the benefit of this, because you never know. I could have pulled all 5 8 of 10, and they could all have been 8 of 10s. See if I can get that focused in there a little bit better. But that is definitely an 8 of 10. So Diane just scored 2 cards. All right, final one. Let's hope Debbie gets something out of this for her spot. Final box is Aaron Judge, 3 of 5, going to Phil. Well, sorry about that, Debbie. We'll get you something. Maybe I'll refund your money or something. So, all right, so that does it. That was Topps Bloodbath, and we will see you next week. Take care.